Hello, everyone. My name is Urko Sanchez. I'm an architect from Spain who has been living in Kenya for the last about 20 years now. I'm going to share my screen to start with my presentation, which is going to be about the future of work, rethinking the work environments post-COVID. Out of all the bad things that COVID has brought, there's been some few good things. One of which has been stopping the world, putting the world on a halt for quite some time. And this time that the world has stopped has been a very interesting experience. I found myself, and I think in many ways has been positive because it has given us time to think. And also, while the world was stopped, there were certain things that have accelerated, and things that have to do with the work environment. So this is why I say COVID itself, I don't think will have a long-lasting impact, at least this COVID-19. There might be COVID-20 or COVID-21. But some other issues will have to do with the work environment, which were already there because of COVID, have accelerated. And this is what I think is most important and crucial to talk about. So number one idea, I think, is time. The time has come for ethical businesses, in the sense of measuring business not only by its financial results, but also by its impact on the environment and the society. The same way that this applies to businesses, in our environment, we also apply this to our projects. And we've been doing this for some time now. So we approach all the projects from these three perspectives. And here I'm going to briefly introduce a project that we did in Naivasha, which was a development in a beautiful piece of land, quite large, where the client wanted to create some residential units. As you can see in the screen, we looked at this, we approached this from different angles. Number one, we looked at the issue of water, which we believe is a very valuable resource. And you can see at the bottom of the screen how we thought of getting the water from the lake and pumping it with using solar panels to the top of the hill. At that place, it will be filtered and stored. And by gravity, that means without using energy, will be distributed along the whole development. It will come to the first cluster of houses, number 5, where the water will be used. And then the wastewater, as a result of that use, will be treated in a biodigester, which is number 7. From the biodigester, will go into some wetlands for animals to drink and also attract these animals. And once it's fully clean, this wetland, we will use plants to purify the water. When it's fully clean, the water will be used in the greenhouse. Greenhouse, which will be growing vegetables for the restaurant, which also will be supplied by local farms. So products of proximity. And this restaurant will serve food for the people in the development and also the surroundings. Now, the other waste generated by the residential properties, we were thinking of classifying it and taking it to what we said what we call the Ecolab. The Ecolab will be a place where we will implement projects and techniques where we can recycle this waste and can be used in different projects involving community and at the same time cleaning or improving the environment. So it was a way to actually propose businesses that can benefit from recycling and cleaning the environment. So in this way, we have a development that obviously will have to be economically feasible and profitable for the clients, but at the same time, we'll take into consideration environmental aspects and social aspects. We can see by this report that I got from the International Workplace Group done in 2019, where 85% of the people interviewed, and they interviewed thousands of people, they acknowledge that flexibility was increasing productivity in the businesses. When I talk about flexibility, I talk in a wide angle about businesses. Flexibility in structures that accept change and adapt to change instead of fighting change. This has a huge impact on the work environment in number one, location, number two, the space itself. Nowadays, we work not only from offices, but we also work from home. We work in coffee shops, we work in planes, we can work in hotels. So the location where we work has multiplied on one side. On the other side, these spaces, they need to be flexible as well to adapt to the different ways of working during the day, different hours of the day, or even different tasks. They have, the spaces should adapt or should be flexible enough to allow for different ways of working within the same space. My case, particularly, when I was in Mombasa, I had a beautiful office. Reality was that very few clients came to my office, and I had to, 90% of the times I had to go to their offices. So almost none of them really appreciated, had the chance to appreciate my office, where I had to spend a lot of money on it. So when I moved to Mombasa, from Mombasa to Nairobi, I decided to change the concept, and I decided to become more fluid. So my office in Nairobi is very small, but I have a lot of meeting rooms. This is one of my meeting rooms that I have in Junction. I have others in Westlands. I have all around Nairobi. And honestly, at the beginning, I was thinking that clients might feel a little bit awkward to meet me in such places. But truth is that it has worked out very well. All right, so the next very important aspect about working environment has to do, in my opinion, with the use of technology. We can only be flexible as much as we are because we use technology. We have these tools, amazing tools, that really allow us to work from different places at the same time, allow us to integrate different disciplines on the same project, allow us to be accurate, give us amazing power. And as long as we have internet and the right hardware and software. Again, here in Africa, I mean here in Kenya, we can compete at same level than other parts of the world. This is something great, in my opinion. In 2017, we did a construction site in Mombasa while we had already shifted to Nairobi, so we couldn't be present on site all the time. We had the fantastic assistance of Ahmed Shabunti at that time. He was part of our team, and he was based in Mombasa. And while we were having this familiar construction site, we were implementing some very technical elements with the use of videos and pictures. We could have like done sketches on site. Ahmed will take these videos, send to me in Nairobi. I would comment, or I'll make sketches, send back to him. He will print them, share them with the foreman or with the contractor. So it was a way of controlling, supervising this site from the distance, using technology. The result is this building, which we call Swahili Gem, which was awarded by AAK with the best residential building in 2017. And it's a good example of what can be achieved, combining the local techniques of construction with technology in communication and software. The next topic is the human factor, teamwork. Here I'm going to quote Mr. Jobs saying, Steve Jobs saying, you can only do great things if you really love what you do. So we really have to commit to the things we do. We really have to enjoy those things. And I think this is also crucial in the way worker environment is changing. I think we are shifting from a hierarchy, control-based structures, where bosses will control their employees and so on. We are shifting into more self-responsible employees, committed with their task and with the company, that they are given responsibilities as individuals, that they can then use technology, and then they can use that flexibility to work from different locations, and then still perform and do their task. I think COVID should not really distract us from what is really crucial and critical, which is climate change, and that environmental awareness that we must have in all what we do. And again, this is something that is happening faster. And this is going to have a real impact on our work environment. It will really affect us, and it should, and it will. We'll have to be more aware on what is the impact, especially us, well, especially us, not really, but I mean, in our profession, we really have to be conscious that we have a great impact on the environment. And we really have to be aware of what is that impact. And today, there are tools that they can measure that impact more and more accurately. Again, the other day, with a friend of mine who knows a lot about this, I was discussing whether aluminum was a better material for window frames than PVC. I was telling him that, yeah, PVC is a material that on its production it really pollutes the environment, while aluminum is natural material and is recyclable. But he explained me, he said, yeah, okay, that's true. But aluminum is a material that requires huge amount of energy to be processed, recycled or processed. So the benefit to the environment will be from where that energy is coming from. So it's not the same if you buy aluminum from this company or you buy it from this other company. At the end, the important thing is what is the source of energy from the factory where you have bought or the factory that has produced that aluminum. Obviously, for me, it's impossible to know, or impossible is very difficult to know at this stage. But he was insisting that soon these materials, I mean materials in general, construction materials, will have the labels. And the labels, in the same way that you have a label where it tells you your cookies, where they made out, and the energy, whatever, I mean, on construction materials also. And we will be able, as consultants, to choose whether our windows should come from this company or that company. Because Africa is developing very fast. Is the place in the world which is growing faster. The population is growing faster. Cities are growing faster. And unfortunately, we see day by day how this is at the cost of the environment. In our office, we believe that we could keep this development in a way that the environment is not so damaged. And we try with our work to achieve this, because we dream with developments, with cities that they are in balance with the environment, and where you can live and you can work in, as I said, in balance with the environment. And in Africa, we have a great opportunity and chance to do this. And I really invite everyone to look at our practices from this perspective. So in summary, and now I think I have to stop sharing my screen. In summary, I think that the work environment has been affected by COVID. COVID has accelerated a number of things that we should look into, and that they're going to have strong impact in our work environment. Ethics on the business, flexibility, flexible structures that apply to spaces, the use of technology that is more and more present, the impact on workers, on our colleagues, on our employees, on our team members. And finally, I want to say that, yeah, even though the COVID has really created great damage, above it, I think we should be aware of the need. I mean, we should be aware of the impact of our actions in the environment. Climate change, carbon footprint, those are things that will have, and more will have a stronger impact on the way we work. Thank you very much. Thank you to all attendees of this fantastic convention. And thank you to AAK for organizing and giving me the chance to do this presentation. Asante sana, and look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.